Hey guys, it is Joel here. I ended up getting the head in from the machine shop and the valve cover as well. I dropped that off. He ended up cleaning it for me, and he actually ended up getting rid of the purple and green that was on that valve cover. So it's looking nice and fresh here now. And we can powder coat that any color that we want now. I was thinking of going with a simple color, maybe white or something along that lines. Let me know what you guys would like to see. But as for the head here, got a nice refresh. He ended up milling down the surface 3 thou. Pressure tested everything and it's all good now. He also ended up pulling the broken bolt for the fuel rail out of the head, so we no longer have to worry about that. Now, I ended up dropping the block and crank off with the machine shop, so he's going to test everything on that, see if it needs bored out at all, and then let me know, and then I could see what size pistons I need to get in. So we'll go from there on that. I'm going to order in for the head. I might use the old valve springs. Those look pretty good. The hats maybe as well. Not entirely sure on that. I might get that stuff in just to be safe, but I need to get in new valves, new valve seals, and then I'm going to go with the old rockers. Those were still in good shape, but I need to get all of that ordered up here still. Just been waiting because I want to do one large order once I know what size pistons I need. So then I'll have to wait a little bit on that. But in terms of stock, we'll see as to what I can get in here, but may have to go with buying secondhand from someone as long as they aren't used. My main goal for today's video, however, is to start tearing into the dash in the car, since we're going to have to wait to hear back from the machine shop on the block and the crank. So I am back at the storage unit with the car all set up here, but I ended up bringing some tools with me so that I can start tearing into it. But got a flashlight as well so that you guys will actually be able to see everything I'm doing, because I won't barely be able to see in here either. So let's get started. Here is the vehicle without the dash in it. As you saw, I broke a few things while pulling it out, but we've got it out. Now we can end up digging into the wiring. The previous owner had done a lot to screw up that wiring down there, so we're going to get all that fixed up. This is what I mean with it being a complete mess with the wiring. And then things like this. Did this connect to something? Was it important? I have no idea. But even down in the fuse area, it's just a complete and utter mess. So we're gonna find out what's broken, where we need to fix things, and why there are certain things that don't work, like occasionally in my speedometer and such. So we'll tackle all of that and go from there. And here's the complete dash. The black dash is a little bit harder to find in terms of availability as opposed to the tan and the gray. So I'm just gonna continue going with this one. I'm just gonna have to do some repair on what I broke while pulling it out. Other than that, I mean, the dash is in decent shape. Besides, you know, me pulling it out of the vehicle and breaking it. I'm gonna end the video right here. I ended up pulling out the dash as I wanted to. In the next video, we'll go through that wiring and resplice anything that needs done. I did end up hearing back from the machine shop. He said that he honed out the block. It's looking good. He didn't have to bore it out anymore. So he said that it was holding pressure good and everything, and the crank looked good. So we'll end up getting that back in from the machine shop. We'll get all the parts ordered up and get everything in, and then we'll go from there as to building that engine, getting it all back together. There's a lot of other components I'm going to have to get. You know, I'm going to want to get a new water pump. Don't want to put the old one back in. I need a new clutch, and like I'd said before, ECU. I'm going to have to look into a different option for that. Might go with DSM link instead of going with full standalone, but we'll see what I end up doing from there. Make sure to like if you enjoy the content. Comment if you have any ideas as to what direction you think I should go, or if you even have any parts that are unused as to 6-bolt pistons or rods or anything like that, or 7-bolt head parts. Just let me know, and subscribe if you want to continue watching this build, and we'll see you guys in the next one.